Guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be changing the engine oil, the transmission oil, and also all the filters. But with the transmission oil, I'm actually going to be running something different. So what I got here is the Valvoline DCT dual clutch transmission fluid. It's right here, it shows me FEL4 compatible, recommended. So that's what you see on the OEM AC Delco transmission fluid. So this is Valvoline, this is not AC Delco. So a lot of people will think, well, you're going to avoid a warranty. For one, I do not have any warranty. I don't have any powertrain warranty from last time I checked, because I bought the car and I fixed it myself. I saved a lot of money, and in this case I'm also going to save a lot of money. You guys want to understand how much I saved? Check this out. So there's a total of 12 bottles, right? Six. They come in these two, so six in a big box, because I bought them together for $100 from Amazon. And then for the original AC Delco, you know, the one that GM recommends, the closest one I found to my area was like a 30-minute drive. They sell the quarts for $27. It's like $27.11. So out the door for 12 quarts through them, where I gotta go there, come back, basically an hour drive back and forth, came out to be $281. So $100 or $281 original AC Delco. So it's a personal preference. You guys could go OEM or you guys could go this route. I called Valvoline, I even emailed them, they said it's gonna work, everything's compatible, it's gonna mix with OEM fluid, which is the AC Delco, it's gonna mix it together. So nothing to worry about. They also told me it's gonna be a much better alternative route in terms of like the shifting's gonna be improved, this and that, it can hold better temps. So I was just scratching my head thinking, why is this cheaper, better by Valvoline? And then GM says that you must run AC Delco, and that stuff is like way more expensive. I mean, how much is this? $9 a quart if I recall? Comparing to $27, which is like the cheapest in my area, it goes up to $40 per quart. It's insane. So that'll be it for that. For the engine oil, I'm running this stuff right here. It's the Mobil one, 5W50 Supercar, Dexos certified. And also it's recommended by GM. And then I got this right here. So what is this? This is a long funnel that I duct taped to a clear tube that I got from Home Depot. So what I'm gonna be using this for, I'm gonna be using this for when I'm putting fluid in my transmission. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I'm gonna put this. It's also gonna expedite the whole process of you changing transmission fluid. Now here is the original transmission filter, and then in this box I got the original engine filter. So these two, I'd rather go ahead and get them from the actual GM. All right, got underneath, took off the panels. There's a lot of bolts. I'm gonna show you guys which ones you guys need for the bolts. So I believe this one is the 13. Yeah, that's a 13. Then you need a 10 millimeter. And then you need a E16. And lastly, if I remember, this one's a 7 millimeter. This is a 7 millimeter for these two. 1, 2. I gotta change out this tray because it broke from when the car was in an accident when I bought it. So that's no biggie, you know. The underside of the engine is pretty good because I believe the aluminum tray absorbed some of the damage. Thank God this car came with a tray, otherwise this would have been bent. It would have been bad news for me. But yeah, so took it off, and now I'm gonna show you guys where everything is located so you guys could drain the fluid and change the filter. All right, so this is for the engine. So to drain the engine fluid, you gotta unscrew this part right here. It's plastic, so be very careful. Also, you got to take off this one right here. So you take it off, drain the fluid. So here's the filter. It's this plastic cap. It sits right underneath it. You take it out, you take off the filter, you snap the new filter back in, you basically retorque it back in. But be very careful because this is plastic and that is plastic. Bad news if you snap this. I'm not sure if anybody sells this locally. You got to go through GM. That's just how it is with Corvettes. Now for the transmission, you got this big old metal pan, which you do not need to take off. Maybe at like 30,000 miles, I'll say do it. You got these hidden bolts right there. So that's just a pain in the ass trying to get to those little bolts. They're star-shaped. To remove this, because you do need to remove that, the filter sits underneath that. You need, I believe that's a 1/4, works pretty good, grabs onto it. Just don't use a drill, you might strip it, but yeah, 1/4 works pretty good. I don't have that size in these ones right here, in the E whatever. Maybe it's an E6 or E7. I don't have that size. So this works pretty good. I've used this for many transmission oil filter swaps already. So yeah, 1/4, remember that. All right, here's the old transmission filter. The fluid that came out was pretty clear. There wasn't really any metal shavings coming out, none of that. Just good, really good. So far so good at the early stages. So this is the old one, and here's the new one with the brand new gasket on top. And then make sure you swap out also this blue O-ring on the bottom cap. Now there's the transmission filter. When you put it back in, make sure you hear a clicking sound, and it got to stay in place like this. If you put it in there and then put the bottom cap on, you're gonna have bad problems. So make sure you hear the clicking sound. And now let's put the cap on the same way we took it off. Right here. Hear it? Kind of gets in there snug. There you go. There you go. So after examining the engine filter, I see no metal shavings, which is really good. Very important at early stages to change your engine oil, your filters, and your transmission fluid. I try and do it at the same time just to prevent any sort of air down the road for getting when I did wet. Make sure to also put the brand new gasket that is provided, this little O-ring, and yeah, basically it's a reverse procedure. Just make sure it snaps. There you go. That's it. It's not going nowhere. And just slide it in there, screw it on. Don't make sure you don't torque it too much, because this is plastic. You can't break it. Now to take off the bolt to put the transmission fluid, I have one of these. It's a 17, and yeah, it's pretty easy now. Just take it off, and once it's taken off, you want to now lower the car like I did. On the other side, I do have the wheel. I never took it off since the start I started this video. So right here, it's like this. Took the jack off and lowered it. So now it's like a 45-degree angle in a way, which is gonna allow me now to put this part that I created into that little hole right there. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about. So you got the funnel, then you got the clear tube going into that area right there. Make sure it's in there snug though. And the last thing really is just to pour fluid in here. That's it, like this. So just patience, really. Make sure it's in there, goes through all the way. I'm kind of holding the camera with one hand, but I would probably hold this with the other hand so it doesn't like move anywhere. And that's it. Just go through all 12 quarts. Before lowering the car, make sure you put the bolt back in, because if you will level it out, all the fluid that's in the transmission will pour out. So just be very careful to not forget to put that bolt back on. Then you could level it out, put on the tray back on, lower the car. And for the engine, you need about 7.5 quarts of engine oil. I'll say just get 8 quarts and you'll be good. After that, make sure you reset your engine oil life, transmission oil life, the filter life. There you guys go. I'm in Z mode, 3rd gear. Crazy. Look, 172 coolant temps, 174 right here, and then 147 bottom left corner. There's a little pull for you guys. I mean, it speaks for itself. Nothing's broken. Just wow. I mean, honestly, it's just wow. I'm happy. Honestly, very happy. After putting so much miles already, everything shifts, downshifts like it's supposed to. It's shifting and doing everything like it's supposed to. Nothing's broken, nothing's rattling, you know, cheaper. And honestly, in my opinion, look at this, 163 degrees, 154, 172 For the coolant temperatures, it's 55 degrees still outside. There's a little pull for you guys. Oh man, it just feels so good driving this car. And I'm just happy I saved money, you know? Because dealerships, they will rip you off. And I feel like the oil that they're selling and saying that you must use this oil, only this oil, it sounds like price gouging to me, honestly. It's crazy. It's crazy. So is it worth it? Well, you guys watch my video from start to finish. If you guys watched it till now, subscribe and comment what you guys think. And if you guys did it, what will be your feedback towards it? Because my feedback right now is I'm happy. I'm very happy. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, you guys. Stay tuned for other videos that I got planned for you. See you guys later. Peace out.